Hello everybody and welcome to episode 26 of WWE 2K23 Universe Mode Monday Night Raw, and we're kicking things off as always with the 24/7 title. Who will answer the call this week? Oh, who is this? Oh my god! It's Carlito! Caribbean Cool is on Monday Night Raw. Of course, we know a week ago it was announced that Caribbean Cool Carlito was signed to the Monday Night Raw roster. And he's making his debut here tonight, but even more importantly, look at who's behind him. Dominic Mysterio. Of course, we know how close Carlito is to Dominic's father, Rey Mysterio, and Carlito being accompanied by Dominic here in his debut, as Carlito looking to challenge Juice Robinson for the 24/7 title here in his debut. Look at Carlito, hyped to be here. Of course, we know Jay White will be in Juice Robinson's corner, so it seems like Dominic's here to even the odds for the challenger. As here comes the champion, rock hard Juice Robinson of Bullet Club Gold, who won the 24/7 championship last week from SmackDown's Evil Uno of the Dark Order. And Juice Robinson successfully retained the 24/7 championship this past week on SmackDown against SmackDown's Trick Williams. And now he has to face the debuting Carlito this week on Monday Night Raw. Of course, Switchblade Jay White, former AEW World Champion. And Bullet Club Gold is here, and they're looking to make waves here on the red brand, since both men being traded to Monday Night Raw upon AEW's cancellation. So here we go, 24/7 title match to kick off.
Introducing the challenger from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 231 pounds, the Superstar.
Well, his actual name's Carlito, but look at the eyes of Carlito. He is focused here tonight.
And his opponent from Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, he is the 24/7 champion, Goose Robinson.
This is the final Monday Night Raw before our next premium live event, potentially the final premium live event in 2K23 before we move on to 2K24, that being Survivor Series War Games. As Carlito getting a good look at that 24/7 championship. That is what it is all about. Think about all the names in the title's history that have held the 24/7 championship. Carlito the challenger, Robinson the champion. Here we go, and Juice wasting little time. Juice Robinson only 2 matches into his Monday Night Raw WWE career. He's undefeated. And look at concern on the former European champion Dominic Mysterio's face. Carlito probably didn't expect this much fight out of Juice Robinson in the early going. And we have quite the episode of Raw. Of course, Ricky Starks will be here representing SmackDown. He will take on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. The winner's brand will get the advantage in the men's War Games match. Of course, we know the women will have an advantage match this next week on SmackDown. And Carlito rolling out of the ring. It's been all Juice since the opening bell here in this match. We'll also see the Raw Tag Team titles on the line in a ladder match, the Bloodline versus DIY. Oh, and Robinson does not want the count to continue. Carlito taking his time getting back inside the ring. And now Carlito going to try to build some momentum in this match. And Carlito, bam, sending Robinson face first onto the turnbuckle. And this could be where the Caribbean Cool Kid gets a little bit more footing. Oh, big kick there by Carlito. You got to think, what does Carlito have planned? Oh, nice leg drop right on the gut. Went for a kick. Robinson able to move out of the way. And look at Jay White cheering his tag team partner on. Oh, Robinson went for a big chop. Carlito now. Oh, DDT spikes the champion. And Carlito looking to win a championship in his first match in Universe mode. And look at Carlito go. Carlito going to be a major player cover? No. Carlito, of course, a legend in the wrestling business. Oh, and a suplex. Oh, but referee calling for the rope break. But Carlito, oh no. Robinson able to counter. But Carlito still looking to build some more momentum. He doesn't want to lose his momentum and risk losing this match. Another power slam. Oh, wait a minute. Robinson rolls through to retain. Shoulders down, kick out by Carlito. Robinson saying your run is over. Carlito rolling out of the ring, but Robinson wanting to follow suit. But it was a trap. Final cut on the outside. Shades of Dustin Rhodes. Is now Carlito gonna bring Robinson inside the ring. This match continues. Back and forth battle to kick off Monday Night Raw episode 26, and Carlito once again with the DDT. You gotta think the former Intercontinental Champion Rey Mysterio is watching on. We do know Rey Mysterio will be in the dual brand battle royal at Survivor Series. Oh. And Carlito very happy to be back here in a wrestling ring. In a major stage, signed an exclusive contract to Monday Night Raw. He's the newest member of the Raw roster. A new era has begun. Carlito now preparing. Backstabber! Connects on Robinson. Do we have a new 24/7 champion? No. At least not yet anyway. Robinson rolls out of the ring. And Carlito could be looking to fly. My God. Carlito is a man possessed. I don't even think Robinson even expected Carlito to face Robinson for the 24/7 title. And Carlito, into an armbar, but Carlito's got to be careful. The only way he can win the championship is by pinning or submitting Robinson inside the ring. Robinson has champion's advantage. Even if Carlito were to win by countout, Robinson would remain the champion. Count of 7. And both men realizing both men need to get back inside the ring. And oh my God! Spinebuster! Robinson was taunting Carlito. Cover! Carlito's the 24/7 champion. Carlito is the brand new 24/7 champion. Robinson got cocky. Carlito made him pay.
Your winner and the new 24/7 champion, the Superstar.
Carlito, in his Universe Mode in-ring debut, has won the 24/7 championship here on Monday Night Raw. What a debut for the legend Carlito, and I bet there's going to be big things in this man's Universe Mode career. What a way to kick off Monday Night Raw episode 26. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for women's tag team action as the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch returns to team up with one of the women in the War Games match, Asuka, to take on the recently reunited Damage Control, one of the other women in the War Games match, Bayley, and the number one contender for the Raw Women's Championship, Io Sky. As what will happen in this women's tag team encounter, we find out next on Monday Night Raw. Well, we have a new 24/7 champion in Carlito, but it is time for women's tag team action. As here comes one of the 4 women who will take part in the Women's War Games match later on this week. Asuka, the first ever Raw Women's Champion.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Osaka, Japan, Asuka!
And Asuka, of course, returned to Universe Mode about a month ago, and ever since has been on the rise. I could assure you that maybe at some point in the near future, Asuka could once again become number one contender and possibly become a 2-time Raw Women's Champion. But she's going to plant the Monday Night Raw flag, represent the women's division, as she won a Battle Royal a couple of weeks ago to become the final member of the women's team for Monday Night Raw at War Games. Of course, it will be Chris Statlander, Charlotte Flair, Bayley, and Asuka to take on Hikaru Shida, Beth Phoenix, Alexa Bliss, and the recently debuting Deonna Purrazzo of SmackDown. As Asuka is here, and here comes the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion in Universe Mode. Becky Lynch is here, holding that championship high in her hand. The man has come around.
And her partner from Dublin, Ireland, the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch!
Of course, we do know that at some point in the near future, Becky Lynch will defend that Raw Women's Championship against Io Sky. But at Survivor Series, Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champion, will go one-on-one with the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Toni Storm. Of course, Becky Lynch also defeated Saraya very recently to retain the Raw Women's Championship. As here comes Io Sky, the number one contender for the Raw Women's title.
Representing Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky!
And it was last week on Monday Night Raw, it was Io Sky's Monday Night Raw debut, where she won a triple threat match, beating Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan to become the number one contender for the Raw Women's Championship. A very bright future for Io Sky, as now she teams up with her recently reunited leader Bayley of Damage Control. Of course, Dakota Kai, a part of the SmackDown roster. Damage Control was basically split in the draft, but Io Sky very recently became the newest member of Monday Night Raw, at least for the women's division, because Carlito was actually the newest member. As here comes the role model, the leader of Damage Control. It's Bayley.
And representing Damage Control from San Jose, California, Bayley!
And if I were to pick any of the 4 ladies for Team Raw at War Games of who is potentially the least liked member of the team, I would have to bet my money on Bayley. Last week on Monday Night Raw, the 4 women that are on Team War Games faced off in a fatal 4-way match. Bayley got the win in that matchup. Bayley believing she is the team captain for Team Raw War Games. I don't know what the other ladies have to say about that. I don't think Asuka really likes it because she wants to beat up Bayley and Io Sky. Of course, Asuka and Io Sky have a bit of a history, but Bayley, tidal waves of momentum since coming to Monday Night Raw. So here we go. Asuka will start things off against Io Sky. This is going to be one hell of a confrontation, as this women's tag team match is happening right now, and the number one contender starting things off with a nice power slam to her former friend Asuka. And Io now, sending Asuka right to the floor, and Bayley always there to pick the bones, of course. But for Bayley and Asuka at Survivor Series, they have to be teammates, but tonight they're opponents. And Io just graciously striking. And of course, Becky Lynch and Asuka, a bit of a back and forth relationship, a love-hate relationship. And now are we going to see Damage Control get a double team? And it must be so great for these two to be back together. And double face plant by Bayley and Io. And now the role model's legal. And Bayley also saying, right now it is Io's time, but I'll bet you in the near future I will definitely become Raw Women's Champion. And I don't blame Bayley. Of course, numerous times in her AEW career here in Universe Mode, she's failed to win the AEW Women's World Championship. But this is Monday Night Raw. Oh, Bayley with a clubbing blow right to Asuka. And you see the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, showing signs of concern for her teammate in this match. As Bayley heading to the top. Shades of the Macho Man. Elbow connects. Is this enough for Damage Control for the early win? Kick out by Asuka at 2. Asuka, as we mentioned, the first ever Raw Women's Champion. But Bayley has the champion. Twist of fate on the ropes. First pan homage to Randy Savage. Now to the Hardy Boys. Oh, nice kick there by Asuka. Asuka, submission specialist. Great striker. All but Bayley, of course, more fresh. And Asuka now trapped in the corner. Ooh. Asuka trying to build momentum back for her team. Drop down. Oh, into a massive kick. And now Asuka trying to tag in Becky Lynch. Ooh. Great IQ by Asuka. Saw the sneak attack coming. And Asuka going to make Bayley pay. Oh my God. Look at the strikes. And Asuka going for the cover. Is this enough for the win? Kick out at 2 by Bayley. And now it's giving Asuka an opening. The man is legal. The Raw Women's Champion. And these two quite the history. Of course, 2 of the 4 horsewomen. Bayley cover. Oh, and a kick out by Becky. Of course, Becky more fresh. Becky has held the Raw Women's Championship longer than anyone in Universe Mode. And now she will go on to Survivor Series to take on the SmackDown Women's Champion Toni Storm for brand supremacy. And now Damage Control yet again. Oh. The chemistry between these two, what these two have gone through. Io Sky now. Oh, Becky. Into a suplex, connects. And we're getting a bit of a preview of these two inevitables. These two's inevitable championship match. And Io getting the upper hand for the time being. Becky throwing Io over the top. And Asuka's legal yet again. Is Io on the apron. What the hell? Oh, Asuka trapping Io. I was a little bit confused on why Asuka did that, though. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. God. Of course, as we mentioned, our main event, Cody Rhodes versus Ricky Starks. Winner's brand will get the advantage in the men's War Games match. Oh, and EO. We will also see Braun Breaker versus AJ Styles. One-on-one, and Asuka with the Asuka lock. Asuka lock in on Io Sky. Middle of the ring. Sky's got nowhere to go. Bayley breaking it up. Bayley knew Io was in trouble. And now Asuka. Oh. Shot right to the leg. Cover. She might have passed out. Oh, but Io kicked out at the last moment. And now Becky Lynch taking care of Bayley. Oh, but now it's Io's turn. Io with a submission in on Asuka. And Becky Lynch breaking it up for her team. A little bit of slight hesitation there by the women's champ, though. But look at Io, all the momentum in the world. Asuka, though, hanging Io upside down. Oh, utter disrespect by Asuka. Io got right back up, and yet again, we are going to see a double team between the two members of Damage Control. And again, the double face buster. And Bayley is mad at the crowd, but Becky Lynch legal yet again. And Becky, the disarmer. The disarm her on Bayley. Bayley trying to reach an Io quickly breaking up the submission. But Becky, manhandle slam to Io. Io's not the legal woman, but Becky getting revenge on her future challenger, Io Sky. And now Becky going to torture Io Sky. Referee's confused. Becky's attacking Io. She's not the legal woman in the match. It's Bayley. And Bayley right there to pick the bones. Taking advantage of the distraction. Oh. I guess you could say Io basically took a bullet for Bayley. And now Bayley. Could you imagine if she pins Becky Lynch? And she could do just that. The rose plant to the women's champion. Cover. Hooks the leg for the win in this tag team match. Kick out at 2 by Becky. Not a lot of people have kicked out of the rose plant. Tag team wrestling chants here. And it's so great to see the women's division on Monday Night Raw get some more focus on these cards. And now Io Sky tagged in. And now Io, I'm surprised she's even still standing after taking that manhandle slam like a champ. But now Becky trying to crawl to her corner. Trying to tag in Asuka. Asuka reaching for the tag. Becky Lynch full of fatigue. She couldn't really get there. But now Io Sky, look at this. Oh no, Becky countered. Cover. Hooks the leg. Becky and Asuka with the win. Well, that's one unique way to get the win. Deny an athletic maneuver and just cover. As the Raw Women's Champion and the Empress of Tomorrow with the win over Damage Control. But Damage Control were in control for most of this match. No pun intended. Look at all this double team. You could tell these two were excited to be back together. But Becky Lynch was able to come through.
Here are your winners, Asuka and Becky Lynch.
As these two celebrate the win, both getting momentum heading into Survivor Series War Games. Asuka will represent Team Raw in the Women's War Games match. Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champion, faces the SmackDown Women's Champion, Toni Storm. What a celebration between these two ladies. as Monday Night Raw rages on. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is the United States Championship Eliminator match. The Miz, the United States Champion, goes one-on-one with Darby Allin. If Darby Allin manages to beat The Miz here tonight, he is guaranteed a future United States title opportunity. Of course, The Miz beat Sting last week for the U.S. title in an open challenge, but Darby Allin calling his shot, believing that he has a better chance at beating the A-lister. The Miz versus Darby Allin, first time ever, and it's happening next on Monday Night Raw, episode 26. We are back here on Monday Night Raw, and it is time for the United States Championship Eliminator match, as here comes the champion, the A-lister, The Miz, who retained the championship last week in kind of controversial fashion, and there is his wife, Maurice.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Maurice, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, The Miz.
And of course, The Miz will go to Survivor Series War Games this week. He will go one-on-one with the Intercontinental Champion from SmackDown, Xavier Woods. That could be one hell of a match. And of course, speaking of the U.S. title, last week, The Miz took on Sting in a U.S. Open Challenge match. There were multiple points in the match where we thought Sting was going to become the new champion, but Maurice, of course, re-debuting here on Universe Mode, helping her husband retain the United States Championship. A lot of people believe that Sting should be U.S. champion right now. But now Darby Allin, of course,
And his opponent, accompanied by the icon, Steve. From Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 175 pounds, Daryl Allen.
of course, Darby Allin and Sting, two-time Raw Tag Team Champions. But Darby Allin looking to get revenge for his mentor Sting and possibly earn himself a singles championship opportunity. Ever since Sting really went away, Darby Allin really hasn't had many opportunities. This is his first match on Raw in, I'm pretty sure, a couple of months. So Darby Allin looking to make a name for himself, get an opportunity at the U.S. title. If he beats The Miz, he will get an opportunity. The Miz, Darby Allin, U.S. title eliminator. And here we go. Of course, Sting in Darby's corner, Maurice in The Miz's corner, and Darby getting a huge suplex to start off this match. And of course, Darby hasn't had a match in a little while, so maybe ring rust could be showing, but it doesn't show that. Seems like Darby Allin looking to get control of The Miz in the early going. And I don't think the United States Champion really expected this much fight from Darby here tonight. As now Darby on the apron. Oh, no. I don't know what that was all about, but Darby still in control. Another suplex. Cover on the champion. No. Ropes forcing the break. Referee telling Darby to get away from him. And now bringing Miz on the apron. And a drop kick Miz down right in front of Sting. You could tell Sting probably has a lot of frustration for The Miz. And Miz just mocking the WWE fans in attendance. But Darby Allin, and that's the thing with Miz, he's a bit of a selfish egomaniac who only thinks of himself, not his opponents, and not the task at hand. But he's still the champion. He won the title at Extreme Rules in a triple threat tables match against Claudio Castagnoli and Sami Zayn. And Darby, double knees to the arm. And here's the thing, even if Darby were to lose by were to win by countout or disqualification, he would still get the US title opportunity. Miz realizes, gets back inside the ring. And now the Miz looking to get back in this matchup. Drop down into the reality check. And now the Miz starting to gain momentum. Or is he? Because Darby trying to get back in this. Another double knee to the arm. Oh no, but Maurice confronting Darby. And now this is the part where Miz takes control. This was exactly what Maurice did to Sting last week. The Miz having an insurance policy in his wife Maurice. Darby tried to roll out of the ring. Miz trapping Darby. Doesn't want to fight on the outside. But Darby using the ropes to get back to his feet. And Sting must not be too happy to see this performance in his protege, in his student. Oh God, and Miz with a barrage of strikes. Oh, and now Miz with the world famous it kicks. Will the Miz beat Darby Allin? Will Darby not be able to challenge for the title? Oh! Kick out at 2. And Miz looking to make Darby Allin pay. A show of disrespect, but Darby got right back up. Miz now tied up on the ropes. And Darby Allin. Oh, knee right to the chest. And Darby showing some signs of life. Oh, Maurice again. Miz rolled out of the ring. Maurice yet again confronting Darby Allin. And now Miz making his way back inside the ring. Oh no. Skull crushing finale. Count to 100. No! Darby Allin kicked out. Miz can't believe it. Miz is throwing a temper tantrum. He thought he had the match won. Title not on the line, but Darby Allin will become #1 contender if he beats The Miz here tonight. Boom! Barrage of kicks. And Darby Allin just trying to weaken the US champion. And again, Maurice. The referee needs to do the right thing and get Maurice out of here. We need a fair fight. Darby Allin can't focus. And now Maurice bringing Darby to his feet. And the side effect on the floor. Darby Allin has a huge history of back injuries. And Miz in control of Darby on the outside. Sting is just watching. And that's the difference between Sting and Maurice. Sting doesn't try to get himself involved in Darby's matches. But Miz just torturing, just humiliating Darby Allin here tonight on Raw. And shoulder first on the LED barricade. Count of 8. Miz back inside the ring. We could get a count out here. Darby needs to get in. Darby needs to get in, and he does. He beats the count. This match continues here on Monday Night Raw. Darby Allin was just a millisecond away from getting counted out. But Miz, looking for the win, going for the skull-crushing finale. What a match between these two. Miz with Darby Allin on his shoulders. Oh! Darby busted open. Of course, Darby, a two-time champion here in Universe Mode, a two-time Raw Tag Team Champion. He's never held a singles title. Darby wants to, though. And Miz on the top. Darby's all the way across the ring and an elbow. Cover. Hooks the leg on Darby Allin. And Darby kicks out again. Darby Allin, never say die attitude. You gotta respect that from him. Oh, but now, the world famous it kicks yet again to Darby. And Darby's still alive. What the hell is Darby made of? Bringing Miz to the corner. And Darby Allin. Oh, elbow. Cover. No. Maurice distracting the official. She was trying to take out the buckle pad. Darby Allin still the cover. That would have been 3. Darby would have been #1 contender. Cover. No. And the crowd booing because that was Darby's moment. Darby would have earned a United States Championship match. But Darby never giving up. Darby Allin. Oh, with the kicks again, The Miz. Sting cheering him on. Hurricane Rana connects. And now Miz is in the drop zone. This is Darby's opportunity. Coffin drop. Connects. Shoulders are down. Darby Allin is the #1 contender. Darby Allin has pinned the United States Champion. There were multiple times where Maurice tried helping her husband win the match, but Darby kept fighting. Kicked out of everything Miz had to offer, hit the coffin drop, and it was all she wrote. Darby Allin has done it. And Sting celebrating with his protege Darby Allin. Darby Allin has earned a United States Championship opportunity in the near future. What a win for Darby Allin. Here on Monday Night Raw, we will be right back after a short break with more episode 26 of Monday Night Raw. As we're back here on Monday Night Raw, coming up next, It is a fatal 4-way match between 4 out of the 8 competitors in the dual-branded Battle Royal, where the winner gets a future World Championship opportunity. These are the 4 men representing Raw: Finn Balor, CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, and MJF. But before Survivor Series, all 4 of these men will collide to see who will get momentum heading into that match. Which one of these 4 talents will get the win? We find out next on Monday Night Raw, episode 26. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and here comes CM Punk making his way to the ring.
This is a fatal 4-way match. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 258 pounds, CM Punk.
It's been quite a while since we've seen CM Punk here on Monday Night Raw. He is making his return. Of course, he will indeed be at Survivor Series in the dual-branded Battle Royal, where a winner gets a future World Championship opportunity of their brand and a point for their brand in the scorecards for Survivor Series. Punk looking to get momentum here tonight. Oh, and here comes a man that CM Punk has faced on numerous occasions here on Universe Mode. It is the Visionary. It is the Revolutionary. It is Seth freaking Rollins. And I'll bet you Rollins would love to win that Battle Royal and get another shot at Jon Moxley and the Undisputed Championship.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins.
And Seth Rollins' Universe Mode career has not really gone the way Rollins has hoped. Every time Rollins has tried to get a championship opportunity, it has failed. Rollins has failed almost every time he went one-on-one with CM Punk. All his Universal title matches, every number 1 contenders match he's ever been a part of. But Rollins took a couple of weeks to, quote, collect himself, and he is hoping that at Survivor Series he wins that dual-branded Battle Royal and wins this fatal 4-way match here tonight. As here comes the former WWE European Champion. It is Finn Balor making his way to the ring. And Balor looking to move up the ranks here on Monday Night Raw.
The Judgment Day. From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, one of the most successful champions at one point in Universe Mode. The Judgment Day, of course, more stronger than ever with the addition of the Irish Ace J.D. McDonough. But Finn Balor saying, the Judgment Day now, we're all set and good, but I need to get more gold around my waist. I want the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Finn Balor believing he is world title material, and in order to get a title shot, he needs to win that Battle Royal at Survivor Series, and Balor wanting to prove he's a threat here tonight against his fellow Raw competitors, including CM Punk and Seth Rollins. But there's one more man in that match. It is the former AEW World Champion, the only man in this match to have ever held a World Championship in Universe Mode.
From
It is Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Weighing in at 221 pounds, MJF.
And MJF making his way to the ring. Of course, MJF, we know how selfish this man can be. When he came to Monday Night Raw, though, he's been anything but selfish, helping Adam Cole in the Undisputed Era against the Elite and the Don Callis family. Now MJF looking to set out for himself and earn a World Championship match and represent Monday Night Raw. MJF, of course, he's going to be in the ring with 3 main event caliber talents. MJF, this is a huge test for him to prove he belongs on Monday Night Raw. So here we go, fatal 4-way match. CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and MJF. 4 of Monday Night Raw's best talents. 4 men who will be in the dual-branded Battle Royal. We know the SmackDown participants in that Battle Royal as well. Randy Orton, Will Ospreay, Malachi Black, and Rey Mysterio. Those are the 4 men. And CM Punk and Seth Rollins locking horns yet again. Look at the history, of course, between MJF and CM Punk. A lot of history in this match. Rollins, though, always loving the opportunity to beat up Phil Brooks. And Finn Balor and MJF going at it as well. Of course, the first man who gains pinfall or submission will be the winner. This is more about momentum than anything. And MJF and Seth Rollins, an absolute dream match. But Balor taking MJF down. And now Rollins going at Balor. Ooh, taking Finn down. Rollins cover, Punk easily breaking up the cover. And it seems like Punk and Rollins' paths always seem to cross. And now Balor, of course, Finn Balor and CM Punk have been one-on-one in the past. Balor brainbuster to MJF. And now Finn Balor as Rollins, the former European champion. Oh, nice drop kick. And MJF, ooh, Balor saw it coming. Never trick a trickster. And Punk with a kendo stick on the outside, attacking Rollins. But of course, the pinfalls or submissions need to happen inside the ring. So Rollins and Punk need to have eyes in the back of their head, because Balor can pin Max, or Max can pin Finn, and the match is over. But now MJF, suplex to Finn Balor. And now Rollins, oh, rough landing there for Seth. And now MJF throwing Seth Rollins. And you could see CM Punk picking apart Finn Balor. But meanwhile, Maxwell cover. And CM Punk able to break it up. Oh, and now Punk. Oh, taking Maxwell down. And now here comes Rollins. Suplex. Seth Rollins, he says that this has to be his year. It has to be Monday Night Rollins. And he can't do that without the undisputed Universal title around his waist. But CM Punk looking to prove that he can still hang with the younger guys. CM Punk's peak was CM Punk's peak was really a decade ago. Over a decade ago. CM Punk looking to prove that he can still go. He could still be a world champion. He can still main event WrestleMania. And now MJF and CM Punk. Punk has Max on his shoulders. MJF, though, able to get out of it. Now Balor back inside the ring as well. Oh, drop kick by Finn Balor on Seth Rollins. Oh, and now MJF. We've seen this before. Oh, Balor face first onto the canvas. This could be Max's opportunity. Cover by MJF. Cover. Hooks the leg. Kick out by Balor. MJF almost won the Fatal 4-Way match. But now Rollins back inside the ring. Meanwhile, CM Punk, we're going to see it. Finn up on his shoulders. Going for the GTS. Balor says no. And the crowd booing. They wanted to see the go to sleep. Well, but Balor going for the 1916. Rollins says no. He doesn't want to lose again. And now a crossface to CM Punk. But MJF breaking it up. And now Max. Suplex. Balor with a steel chair. MJF saw it coming. And these two men locking horns. Balor. 1916 on the chair. And now has Rollins. 1916 as well. Balor going on a rampage. CM Punk. Macho Man elbow. Cover. Balor. Balor. Oh. CM Punk almost stole the win. Balor was on a roll, and now CM Punk, muscle buster. And Punk is rolling, but MJF dropkick. And now Rollins kendo stick shots to Finn Balor. No, Balor counters. But now here's Max, suplex. And now it's MJF. Building up momentum. Oh no. Oh, that steel chair right into the corner. Rollins defenseless. Punk from behind. Into a suplex of his own. Remember, no countouts, no disqualifications. Punk trying to steal the win. CM Punk with the win in this fatal 4-way match. MJF hit an amazing suplex. But then CM Punk going around and once again pinning Seth Rollins. Balor, I don't know why Balor didn't try to break up the pin. He was right there, but CM Punk with a huge win here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Can we possibly see CM Punk win at War Games and earn himself an undisputed WWE Universal Championship match against a man he knows very well by the name of Jon Moxley? Well, either way, what a win for CM Punk here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, a highly personal encounter. Mr. Money in the Bank Shinsuke Nakamura, in a way, cost Claudio Castagnoli his undisputed Universal Championship. So now here tonight, Nakamura and Claudio Castagnoli settle their differences inside the ring as who will get the win. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Claudio Castagnoli. 1-on-1. That match is next. Well, here comes Mr. Money in the Bank, Shinsuke Nakamura. He's not coming out with his briefcase here tonight, but he is vibing.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the family from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
He was going to cash in the middle of the Claudio Castagnoli versus Jon Moxley championship main event. But Shinsuke Nakamura saw Claudio was still fresh, said, "Not my night." and distracted Claudio enough for Jon Moxley to take advantage and become a 2-time undisputed Universal Champion. Claudio wants revenge, and Nakamura wants to prove that he can pin a former Universal Champion on his own. That's why Don Callis and the rest of the Don Callis family are not here tonight, as here comes the former undisputed Universal Champion.
At 232 pounds, Clown E.O.
And Claudio Castagnoli, of course, you got to think what emotions are going through his mind right now. He only had a 7-day reign on top of the mountain on Monday Night Raw, and Claudio Castagnoli does not blame Jon Moxley. He blames Shinsuke Nakamura. Of course, Claudio breaking through the clutches of the Blackpool Combat Club. He is strictly now on his own, a singles competitor, and he wants to build his way back up from the bottom to potentially earn a rematch against Jon Moxley for the Undisputed Universal Championship. So Claudio looking to make an example out of Mr. Money in the Bank here tonight, as Shinsuke Nakamura, Claudio Castagnoli, 1-on-1, and it's happening right now. And the funny thing is, these two men, once upon a time, were former tag team partners. You could tell how much the relationship has gone down between Claudio Castagnoli and Shinsuke Nakamura. Claudio Castagnoli, also a former United States champion, a much longer reign, and he wasn't even pinned or submitted to lose that title either. He was put through a table by The Miz to lose that title. Claudio, one of the most successful men in Universe Mode, and look at the power. This is why he's so successful. Bam! With a nice suplex. Claudio now cover on Nakamura, and Shinsuke kicks out. And Shinsuke, of course, had a massive change of attitude since winning the Money in the Bank contract. And Claudio throwing Nakamura around. And Claudio just absolutely in control since the opening bell. And Nakamura retreating to the corner. And look at Claudio, another uppercut. This is pent-up frustration over the past week by Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio wanted to go to Survivor Series, represent Raw as the Undisputed Universal Champion, go one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre from SmackDown. But he won't get to because of Nakamura. Because Nakamura distracted him. Claudio thought Nakamura was going to cash in his Money in the Bank contract that he won earlier this year. And Claudio saying, "You did this." And Claudio is just absolutely irate. But Nakamura now trying to get back in this match. Has Castagnoli up, takes him down. And maybe Claudio's emotions could be his downfall. Claudio, over the past couple of weeks, has earned the hearts of the WWE Universe, and Nakamura says, "Bring it." And Claudio more than happy to oblige. Claudio considers himself the workhorse of Monday Night Raw. The guy. And for a week, he was. But in his first title defense, he lost it to the former champion and now the current champion, Jon Moxley. Is now Claudio going for the gotch neutralizer to Shinsuke. And here's the cover, hook of the leg. Claudio Castagnoli with the win, getting revenge against Shinsuke Nakamura here tonight. Bam! The neutralizer. And that was all he needed to get the W here tonight. And look at the celebration by Claudio Castagnoli. The newest chapter in Claudio's career is here. And Claudio potentially sending a message to the Universal Champion Jon Moxley, possibly meaning that sooner or later he is coming for that title. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, 2 out of the 4 men who will represent Raw at War Games settle their differences before the big match later this week, as Braun Breaker, the former 2-time United States champion, will go one-on-one against the former undisputed Universal Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. These two had a bit of a falling out over the past couple of weeks. These two genuinely do not like each other, and they will get to take out all their frustration in this match next. Well, here we go. Monday Night Raw is just getting better and better, as here comes the man who's really being on the rise in the main event scene here on Monday Night Raw, former 2-time United States champion Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker, a lot of impressive wins in his career.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
Of course, Braun Breaker 2 weeks ago won a triple threat match against Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, his Survivor Series teammates. Then last week, Braun Breaker and Cody Rhodes won a 2-on-3 handicap match against all 3 members of the OC. And now Braun Breaker this week goes one-on-one against AJ Styles. Could you imagine what a win against a main event guy like AJ could do for Braun Breaker's Universal career? Probably earn him a Universal title match down the road. As here comes a man who has held the Universal title in the past. AJ Styles is here.
And his opponent, representing the OC from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal
AJ Styles not really friends with his partners in the men's War Games match. AJ Styles says this is about representing Monday Night Raw. This is what it is about for him. And AJ Styles wanting to silence Braun Breaker before they are forced to be teammates at Survivor Series. So here we go, Braun Breaker, AJ Styles. Tonight their opponents. In a couple of days they will be forced to be teammates. And here we go, Breaker. Oh, interesting showing with a suplex. Breaker looking to get the big win. Oh, could you imagine if that was all she wrote? What that would have done for Braun Breaker's career. And this is the thing about Braun. He's so quick, so strong. That's why he's favored so highly by Raw higher-ups. Oh, and AJ. He's sending Braun to the steel steps. And AJ Styles now and Braun Breaker locking horns. And AJ throwing Braun into the LED barricade. AJ Styles very ticked off, of course, like we said a number of times. Ever since AJ lost the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell earlier this year, AJ believes that his Universal career has really died down. He's not being focused a lot, according to him, but guys like Braun Breaker are performing every single week. That eats at AJ Styles. And Braun Breaker, count of 8. He doesn't want the count out. And neither does AJ. This match continues. And Styles bringing Breakker into the corner and hits a nice shot. And coming up next, the Raw Tag Team titles on the line in a ladder match. The Bloodlines, Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns will take on DIY. And then, of course, our main event, War Games Advantage match, Cody Rhodes versus Ricky Starks. Oh, Styles wanted the calf crusher. And Braun Spinebuster. Interesting maneuver there by the son of Rick Steiner, nephew of Scott. Oh, and again taking Styles down. And Braun telling AJ, come on, bring it. You're the former Universal Champion. And look at how impressive Braun Breakker is being. And hits another spinebuster on the Phenomenal One. Breakker is just showing his worth. And now Breakker could be going for the power slam. Styles says no, able to counter. Styles has been a professional in this business for over 20 years. Styles does not want to lose to what he calls a rookie. And Styles, phenomenal forearm connects on Breakker. Cover, hook of the leg for the victory. AJ Styles has beaten Braun Breakker here on Raw. All it took was one phenomenal forearm, and AJ Styles showing why he was indeed a former champion. And now the question is, will AJ Styles be able to coexist with his War Games partners? But better yet, who's the fourth man in the War Games match for Team Raw? Who's the fourth man for Team SmackDown at War Games? We have no idea. We have been told we will find out at Survivor Series. But again, who do you think it could be? But AJ Styles has the win over Braun Breakker here on Monday Night Raw. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is our co-main event of the evening. The Raw Tag Team titles will be on the line in a ladder match as Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns earned a rematch, but this time they chose a ladder match to take place. The Bloodline versus the Raw Tag Team Champions DIY, who will walk out of the 26th episode of Raw and who will walk into Survivor Series Raw Tag Team Champions, we find out next. Well, our co-main event of episode 26 of Monday Night Raw is underway. You see the ladders around the ring. You see the Raw Tag Team titles hanging high. And you see there Solo Sikoa getting prepared as the Bloodline looking to redeem themselves and become Raw Tag Team Champions. And now here comes the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, as the Bloodline is ready. And of course, a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa answered a Raw Tag Team title open challenge against DIY. DIY shockingly defeated the Bloodline. But last week, Solo Sikoa earned these two another title opportunity by pinning one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Johnny Gargano, which is what set the stage for tonight. as here come the champions, DIY. As DIY making their way to the ring, they won the Raw Tag Team titles by defeating the Wyatt family and the team of Cody Rhodes and Braun Breaker. Can DIY be able to overcome the odds of the Bloodline and walk into Survivor Series and face the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, at Survivor Series? As DIY, the defending champions, you see the Raw Tag Team titles hanging high above the ring. As here we go, both teams are set. Ladder match for the Raw Tag Team titles are underway. The only way to win is to climb a ladder and retrieve the championship high above the ring. Winners become Raw Tag Team champions. You see there, DIY, a little bit of an early momentum. Roman Reigns going after Tommaso Ciampa, Solo Sikoa going after Johnny Gargano, but Roman looking to help his cousin. Roll through powerbomb. And of course, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, neither man have ever been champion in Universe mode. Looking to change that here tonight. As Roman, but Tommaso Ciampa saying no, and both members of DIY looking to take out the Bloodline one by one. Smart strategy by the Raw Tag Champs. And of course, what if Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa win the tag team titles here tonight? They would have to walk in a Survivor Series and face their own Bloodline, the Usos, who are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. But maybe that's what Roman and Solo want. They want to prove who the better tag team is in the Anoa'i family. Is it Roman and Solo, or is it Jimmy and Jay? As the ladder has been set up, but DIY doing great. Tommaso Ciampa with a steel chair, keeping Solo at bay. Reigns is outside the ring. DIY could retain here tonight. Oh, Ciampa! Ciampa accidentally knocked Johnny. Slight miscommunication there between DIY, and now Reigns back in the mix. The tribal chief trying to help his cousin. Solo is battered and bruised after that assault with a steel chair by Ciampa. And now Roman looking to climb the ladder. You see the Raw Tag Team titles hanging high. Roman, he's got his hands on it. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa could do it. They're almost there. Ciampa climbing the ladder. And Roman trying to prevent it. Johnny trying to stop Roman. But Solo bringing Johnny outside the ring. Roman overpowering Ciampa. Roman Reigns has got his hands on the gold. Solo trying to help. Solo now. Reigns knocked off. Both members of DIY trying to stop that from happening. And they do. DIY, their hard work and determination. Roman now. Ciampa trying to keep Reigns at bay. DDT. Our co-main event of Monday Night Raw episode 26. Reigns has Johnny Gargano. Solo. And Roman telling Solo, go after Ciampa. Oh, super kick by Gargano on Reigns. But Solo Sikoa now. Solo telling Roman, you have the opening. Go for it. Solo taking down Gargano. Ciampa trying to stop Reigns. Ciampa trying to stop Reigns. And Reigns knocked off. As I apologize for the long break, we are back here on Monday Night Raw. We're in the middle of a Raw Tag Team title ladder match between DIY and the Bloodline. DIY, the defending champions. Johnny Gargano. Gargano escaped to his solo Sikoa. And Roman Reigns has Tommaso Ciampa into a powerbomb outside the ring. And throwing the ones up for the Bloodline. Is Solo getting out of the Gargano escape. The Bloodline trying to win the tag team titles here tonight. As Roman, knee by Ciampa. And Solo 2-on-1 with the DIY. And now Solo saving his cousin Roman Reigns into an elbow. And Roman ordering Solo to take care of Gargano. This is a highly contested tag team title match. And the kick. And Johnny with Roman Reigns meeting in the middle. Roman is down from the super kick. Solo driving Ciampa into the barricade. As Johnny Gargano climbing the ladder, looking to retrieve the championship. And DIY retains the tag team titles. Fighting off the Bloodline yet again. Roman tried to push the ladder, but Johnny was right there.
The Raw Tag Team Champions, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa,
DIY will walk in to Survivor Series War Games and face the Usos in a tag team champions showdown. As DIY's reign as Raw Tag Team Champions continue. What a win for Gargano and Ciampa in our co-main event. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is our main event of the evening as Cody Rhodes, representing Monday Night Raw, will take on Ricky Starks, representing SmackDown. And the winner's team, should I say, will get the advantage in the men's War Games match at Survivor Series. Rhodes from Raw, Starks from SmackDown. Who will win? And of course, we do know that Penta and Chris Jericho, two other men from SmackDown Survivor Series team, will be in Ricky Starks' corner to try to help Ricky get the advantage for SmackDown. So, who will win this showdown between Master and Student? We find out next on Monday Night Raw. It is time for our main event of Monday Night Raw, episode 26. It is the first ever undisputed Universal Champion. It is the team captain for Monday Night Raw, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. As Cody Rhodes looking to walk in here tonight to represent the red brand.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
And the thing is, Ricky Starks from Friday Night SmackDown and Cody Rhodes have a bit of a relationship. These two men train together. Cody Rhodes is Ricky Starks' mentor. Ricky Starks is going to visit Monday Night Raw, take on Cody Rhodes here tonight. The winner will get the advantage in the men's War Games match for their brand. Cody Rhodes believing he's the best representative for Monday Night Raw due to all of his accomplishments. Cody Rhodes is here. And here comes Ricky Starks, making his entrance to Monday Night Raw for the first time ever.
New York, weighing in at 201 pounds, Ricky Sparks.
You see Chris Jericho and Penta El Zero Miedo accompanying Ricky Starks to the ring. Ricky Starks, of course, wearing the SmackDown colors as well. Ricky Starks was actually the first man named by SmackDown General Manager Will Ferris to represent the men's War Games team. Ricky Starks, of course, a major player, could very well be a future champion. But Ricky Starks, the bright lights, the pressure is on him. How will Ricky Starks react to this pressure by taking on a former Universal Champion in Cody Rhodes? And it's Cody, he has the home field advantage. He has the experience. But you can never sleep on Ricky Starks. He's one hell of an impressive athlete. As here we go. Teacher versus apprentice. And Ricky Starks actually going to start off this match well. Raw versus SmackDown. Oh, Starks taking Rhodes down. Oh, went for the knee. Cody able to avoid it. Disaster kick. Looking to be a fast-paced matchup here tonight on Raw. Oh, and Cody went to take advantage. Ricky Starks able to counter. And now going after the leg. Oh. And of course, friendship has to be thrown out the window. These two great friends. But this is about brand supremacy. This is about Raw versus SmackDown. Will Ferris versus Willie Does Wrestling. This is how it goes. And Ricky Starks, for most of this matchup in the early going, in control. As Cody exiting the ring. Starks, though. Look at Ricky Starks go. Drop kick. Right in front of Penta and Chris Jericho. Oh. And a nice reverse neck breaker. Cody trying to get back to his feet. But now Ricky. Oh, Rhodes. Face first onto the apron. The hardest part of the ring. Referee trying to get both competitors back inside the ring. They do. And Cody rolls through. Forearm. These two men know each other so well. Like we said, they train together. And Cody Rhodes going to use more aggression toward his own friend. His own buddy. Cover by Rhodes. Is this enough? Kick out. And of course, Braun Breaker and AJ Styles not here tonight because they already had a match earlier on tonight. Oh, Cody wanted a springboard. Ricky not allowing that to happen. And he's going to control the arm of the American Nightmare. As now Ricky. Oh, plants Cody down. Is this enough? Will SmackDown get the advantage? No. Not yet anyway. And Ricky Starks feeling it. Looking for the biggest win in his Universe Mode career. You gotta think, Ricky Starks beating Cody Rhodes. It could very well lead to a future World Heavyweight Championship match down the road. This could do big things for him. Oh, and a spine buster. We saw that from now 24/7 champion Carlito earlier on tonight. Oh, and look at Penta trying to get a closer look of the action. And Ricky Starks, hammerlock DDT on the floor. Cody now busted open. Oh, but Cody Rhodes still looking to fight. Oh, sending Ricky into the steel steps. And Cody now does not want the count out. He wants to get back inside the ring, telling Ricky Starks to bring it. Oh no, he's bringing it all right. Into the Dominator. Dominator connects. Shoulders are down for the win. No, Cody kicks out at 2. SmackDown was so close to getting the advantage at War Games. Were not worthy chants by the WWE fans in attendance. Cody, Crossroads. Crossroads to Ricky Starks. Is this enough for Raw to get the advantage? Cody Rhodes did it. Cody Rhodes has defeated Ricky Starks, and Monday Night Raw will get the advantage at War Games. A Crossroads was all that was needed for Cody Rhodes to pick up the win. Monday Night Raw has a huge advantage heading into Survivor Series, at least in the men's side. On SmackDown, Bayley will represent Raw. Deonna Purrazzo will represent SmackDown. It will be this week on SmackDown, the Women's War Games advantage match. Who will get the win? Will Raw have advantage in both matches? Or will SmackDown have the advantage in the women's? Because we know Raw has the advantage in the men's. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching episode 26 of Monday Night Raw in our WWE 2K23 Universe mode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on so you never miss an upload. And until next time, this has been your boy Willie Does Wrestling. I will see you in the next video. Be good, people, and peace.